Greetings, friends. Welcome to another video. Today I am doing another back-to-back comparison of Artist Loft colored pencils this time. In a previous video, we did a comparison of the Artist Loft oil pastel and the Caran d'Ache oil pastel. Today we're doing Artist Loft colored pencil versus Prismacolor Prismacolor colored pencils. This brand, my parents have had this. I'm still at my parents' house at the time of recording this video, but by the time it's out, we will actually be in Portugal because we officially have our visas. But this brand I have used for years and years and years, and it's a good artist level brand. So we're gonna do a comparison of these two brands, because it's just really fascinating to see like the difference in quality. Is it the artist or is it the supplies, as Rachel would say? So like the last video, I'm gonna start with a base of watercolor, and I'm doing fruits and veggies. So I'm gonna do, ooh, that's cute. Nice start. I'm gonna do some tomatoes over here on a little vine, and I'm gonna do the shadow and detail of the vine and whatnot with colored pencil. So we'll do that here and over here for the different brand. We've got tomatoes. And something that's fun about mixing media is the texture and the playfulness that you can add to a simple painting like a vine of tomatoes or whatever. You can add a lot more personality to it with adding textural elements. So tomatoes, what's another? Let's do maybe lemon. Add a bright yellow to our piece. Do some limon. What is on the roof? So many surprises today.
Hopefully not a dog.
Hopefully not. So there's some lemon there. We'll do some lemon here. We need two of each thing so that we can compare. What's some other fruit and veggie stuff? Watermelon.
Asparagus.
Oh, asparagus is cute. Broccoli, celery, stick, bush. Colored pencil will make it look more like asparagus. Don't you worry. Don't freak out. Stick, sticky stick, base. All right, let's start there. And of course, it's not dry. Should I dry?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, before I move on though, I'm gonna do, where do I wanna do this? I just wanna test out a cute little stripey stripe pattern. I'm just gonna pretend there's just this like napkin that I'm gonna put a pattern on right here and right here. Random, just to fill in this space because it bothers me. And that'll be drying while I do the colored pencil on the elsewheres. You know? And we'll do a bright, because I really want to use this bright pink. This color is definitely calling my name. We'll see if it lives up to this outside. We'll see. I'm not getting my hopes up, Artist Loft, but I really do want to use this bright pink. And I think that'd be fun on top of that. So now let's start with the Artist Loft colored pencils, and then we'll do the Prismacolor ones. And I'm going to start with the stem leafy area of the tomato, and already getting started, these are my green options. Oh, I guess there's an olive green. And I'm going to test out, that is like Kubrick green. That's not the color I'm going for my tomatoes. Let's see if we get, that's okay. It's a little too lime green. I want like a darker sagey green. And the way that they're coming out on the paper, how it feels like a nice, you know, it feels like colored pencil. It's not like the oil pastel video. If you didn't watch it, make sure to check it out. There was a big difference between the texture and the quality between the two oil pastel brands. These so far, like, they seem pretty opaque, creamy enough. I'm using this olive green color. It's kind of a brownish green for the tomato. I wish there was a little bit more green in there and it wasn't so brown, but there's only 3 green options in this set. So that's 1 knock, but it's still a good enough color for the tomato. So just kind of giving it these, you know, where the stem meets, and then we've got our stem over here, and we'll have little offshooties. Okay, cute tomato. I will say it's a little like hard, the texture. I have to press really hard for the color to come out nice and thick. Whereas with the Prismacolor, I feel like I don't have to press this hard. So we'll see. I'm gonna use this same green because I don't like these other greens for the asparagus. So I'm just gonna do, especially on the one side, a lot more dark over on this one side. Shadow. This is where it goes behind. Like that. Like I'm getting a cramp in my hand from pressing. So just adding a bit of shadow on this left side and keeping that consistent. Yeah, after one use, I'm gonna have to sharpen this. So you don't get a lot of color out in one go. It kind of requires a lot of pushing. And then let's do a golden yellow. The golden yellow they have, this is yellow ochre. I would say it's good. It's a good color, a good yellow ochre color. I'm just gonna add shadow and maybe a couple like spots for that lemon vibe texture on the skin. Carve out that shadow shape over there. That's a nice color. Good contrast to the bright, like canary yellow. Sometimes all you need to do is scribble. And that's quirky and fun. Okay, and this is dry. This is the moment I've been waiting for, is this color. So this better live up to my expectations. Obviously it's on top of another color, so it's not as bright as the wrapper is. Very different color, but you know what? We will forgive. But it's, yeah, it's definitely not as bright pink. It's more of like a purpley. It's still bright, but it's a purpley pink. And definitely not neon. Same thing, I'm having to push really hard for the color to come out in like a thick, darker, how I want it to. I like really rich, I really like rich, vibrant colors, so I'm having to push really hard in order to get a lot of this color out. But this palette, that's really nice. Those are good colors. I'm not mad about the colors. It's just, you know, I have to use my freaking biceps and it hurts. I need to work out. Okay, so now we're on to Prismacolor. I'm gonna start with the tomatoes. And the colors are gonna be different. Oh, I don't want that green. Or that green. And this is also just like a random set that my parents have had in their house for literally decades. So it's not like I bought this set because I love the colors or anything. That's a bit more of the green I was going for though. Let's see. Maybe let's try this one. And I also don't know if these Prismacolor colored pencils came in one big set altogether because they've just always been thrown in this basket. So it's hard to compare like set-wise. But colors-wise, there's a lot more diversity. I love this green. This is the green, this one. I have no idea what color it is, but it's more of a foresty, rich green. Which I do prefer. And we just have these like star-shaped things, and we'll get the stem. This one, I don't have to push as hard. It's still, you know, some amount of pressure, because obviously if you want it thin and wispy and lighter color, then you press softer. Don't press that much. And the harder you go, the more thick and dark it'll be. But it's definitely, I don't need to press as hard as the other set. So very different greens, but you get the idea. Cute. Need to sharpen. Didn't sharpen it enough. So then around the asparagus, we'll do the same side in shadow. Left side. Blend it out with a little less pressure. Blend it out. This is scribbly up in here. Scribbly dibbly do. Okay, now we need a yellow ochre if we have one in this set, which we don't really, but I have this Verithin. I think that's too light. That's way too light. Might need to use a light brown, or a peach would be nice. So again, hard to directly compare because this is like a set that's all over the place, but we'll try this peach. Okay, so I don't have a yellow ochre in this set, but we're using this like peachy color, which experimenting in a sketchbook, who would have thought? And actually, I kind of like this color combo. Maybe better than the yellow ochre. I don't know, it's just different. Like this is more contrast. This is less contrast, but it's just more of a surprise color. there you go with that. That's nice. I also don't have a neon pink in this set, so we'll do this corally red, which I really love, this monochromatic combo with the light pink watercolor base underneath the coral red. We could do a gingham pattern instead of a stripe. But obviously, it's Jenna Rainey. She loves stripes.
What's gingham?
Gingham is the where you have the both.
Check.
Yeah. Basically. Anyway, so there you go. I don't disapprove or dislike. Ooh, what does this color look like? I don't dislike. Wow, that's way brighter. Like this one is way brighter than the label. This one's way duller than the label. And this is like just a brighter version of this color, but this is what the label looks like. That's so inaccurate. It's okay, I forgive you. So Artist Loft, I'm not anti their colored pencils. They definitely get the job done. The colors are just a bit of a miss for me. There's a couple in here that like, this is the only yellow and it's just so pale and bright. It's fine, but I wish there was a couple more options, like softer, warmer yellow options, and a couple other things. But it is a good get the job done color pencil set. Drop in the comments below if you have a set of colored pencils that you love. Like I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm an art supply collector. I love exploring and experimenting with all these different types of mediums and combining them with watercolor because it's so much fun, especially in sketchbooks. So let me know your favorite brand in the comments below. And as always, thank you for watching these videos, for engaging, and I will see you in next week's video.